Good evening, guys. Welcome back to another exciting night of Giggity Racing. Up in the booth tonight is Puddin' and Guitar. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good. How are you? Ready for some nice,
Oh,
fun-filled racing tonight?
oh yes, and we have three different types of tracks to do it on. We're going to do some lefts and rights. We're going to do a little super speedway racing, and we're going to do a little wall bumping at Darlington.
You got to watch out for the lady in black there.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So normally some of these guys, they'll go from a mile and a half for a mile and a half. So they have a good idea, and this is custom setup. So you guys working all week on three different cars for each three of these tracks that are completely different driving styles. So you're really going to have to maintain your composure tonight in your head. Keep calm, and when you go track to track, remember where you're at.
Yep. So right now we got the points right here with Noco Racing first, RJ Smitty second, Trout's third, Checkmate fourth, fifth is Gatekeeper, sixth Buck, seventh K Taddy, eighth Tommy, ninth Flint, 10th Larson, 11th Titans, and 12th Flo are your top 12 on points right now. Just outside, you got Plant, RKM, or just outside.
They are,
All right,
it's with the
we're about to go in, guys. Let's accept the invite, Puddin'.
harder driving. Every point counts, every stage counts, every position counts.
All right, guys, give us a minute while we're loading in.
I had the privilege to talk with Noco the other day. He said he's really excited for these tracks and everything. And he obviously, he's one great driver. He's one of the only drivers to have ever swept here in Giggity, along with Fluffy. So let's see if he can pull a three-peat tonight, guys.
Yep, let's see what they can do. We got a couple of hot seats tonight, too.
Yeah, we got Matt BW in that 18. He's a hot seat driver. We got Fat Patch tonight in the 83. We got Jay Wood in that 31. And
Well,
D.
green
Smith
flag is
tonight.
out. Jake is starting first. Jake's going to come out to an early lead. Just under Jake is RJ Smitty. Jake's going to clear him.
Jake's always wanted to be fast here. We see it and hear it about a lot, guys. That first turn, especially off of restarts and stages, they did pretty good getting through there.
Let's see how they get through the bus stop. We got so far a two-car breakaway with Noco sitting back in third. Clean bus stop for the top three.
The keys to this track, in my opinion, is obviously turn one on the bus stop, but a turn that some people don't think about is that right-hand sweeper coming out of the bus stop. That's I think I know for me, I have a good time when I hit that perfect. Though I think those are the three key points, and I think those are three key passing points we'll see tonight too.
Yeah, for me, that sweeper coming out of the bus stop is one of the hardest turns for me if you don't time it right and get the perfect run. Noco in the wall early.
That's
Coming out of the final turn.
Yeah, that's something you don't see very often, is Noco bumping the wall like that. And like that right-hand sweeper you were talking about, too, if you're not careful, it's like a Hoover vacuum. It'll pull you up there with that off-camber banking, or the banking right there, So you got one side, and it'll pull you up. So you got to hit that inside perfect.
Yeah, you do. Look like they're all getting spread out right now.
That could be bad news for everybody, guys, as fast as Jake's looking right now. RJ, I know he likes this track too. He's super fast in that 24, and you give somebody a little bit of room to breathe at a track like this so they can concentrate and focus. That only makes them faster. So you want to get up there and apply a little pressure, and keep yourself in that window and try to force a mistake if you can't.
Yep, and it looks like back here, the 3-car of Disaster. Looks like he's been in a wreck. He got a lot of front end damage.
Not a big aero-sensitive track, guys, but it will definitely affect the handling of the vehicle.
Yep. For a second, we had the 48 trying to get around the 11 of K Taddy. Looked like something happened to the 48. He dropped back.
Long track, though. You know, and another opportunity here, guys, is you know you can be able to pit without going a lap down unless you got severe damage. So you know that's a little stress relief knowing that tonight too, guys.
That is. Like, you know you can pit, get 4 tires if you got no damage, and come back out on the lead lap. And hopefully you get other people to make a mistake and gain some time on pit road.
This is why you guys have heard me say it in other broadcasts before, man. Because I really enjoy road course racing, Canadian Motorsport.
Oh, Taddy's off the track along with the 11.
Oh.
And I mean, the 12 and 11 were both off track for a little bit.
But Watkins, Glen, another one of my favorite tracks. I like Road America, Mid Ohio. Those be, you know, love them all except for Sonoma. Let's put it like that. But yeah, everybody's starting to spread out. Got a long
Jake is
time
already catching one guy. One guy's already about to go a lap down to the leader, Jake.
Not a super long race here at the Glen tonight, guys. It's only 25%, so you really want to get any position you can, you know. Normally you have the advantage of longer stages and stuff. So, great save by the 47. If Noco takes the inside line on Dunbar on the first turn right there, but a great save and a lot of respect for the 47 Trout to not come down into Noco.
Yep. Matt BW got a little damage on the front end of his 18 machine. He's running right now with the 3 car. Oh, 3 car into the wall.
Yeah, yep.
Wonder if he got tight and he just couldn't turn it with all that front end damage.
Back here we're looking at 21 of MP Roofer, one of the admins for the DSR racing team. He said he was excited to be driving tonight, and he likes road courses too. You know, he gave me the game plan, and seems to be paying off for him right now. He's going to play it smooth and then really push towards the end.
Yeah, I think most of these guys are just probably looking to get out of here and head to Daytona. And see some pack racing.
That patch back here in a awesome looking red, white, and blue car in the hot seat tonight, guys. Another DSR driver. He got the call literally at the last second saying, hey, bring your helmet, bring your racing.
Caution's
out. Is that the caution or the stage?
I don't know.
I think that might be a stage because, again, with the shorter ones. But Fat Patch always runs good at road courses. He was on the all-time leaderboard at quite a few of them. I've raced with him for months and months now. So I'm excited to see how he's going to take his opportunity tonight in the Hot Seat and Cup. So.
Yep, and I also know if I can find him. Matt BW is hot seat in the 18 for underdogs.
Yep, Matt BW. Like I said, we're going to have we got a good hot seat list tonight, guys. We'll go back to the hot seat again. We got Matt BW in that 18, Fat Patch in that 83, Jay Wood 31, and D Smith all hot seat tonight. See, they all said, "Hey guys, I want to race Cup."
I think Matt BW is not looking forward to Darlington, is what I heard from him earlier.
Talking to a lot of the guys during the race, before the race, they weren't so worried about the Super Speedway or Watkins Glen.
Yep, that was
everybody was a little nervous,
but
yeah, everybody's a little nervous about Darlington, like you said. But here we go, rack 'em and stack 'em. We're going back to Cup racing at the Glen.
If anyone
going
wants
into
the top
turn
10
1
for the top first stage is Jake, Mitty, Flo, Roofer, Bonk, Patches, Noco, Taddy, RKM, and D Smith as your top 10 in the first stage.
Couple hot seats up there in the top 10, guys, as we see Jake and RJ Smitty going at it up here. They're going too wide, 180 mile an hour down the
wide
back
into
stretch,
the
going
bus
into the
stop.
bus
I don't
stop.
know how well this is going to go. Let's watch this.
Oh, a little bit of contact. Just a little contact.
Oh, cars all over the place. One car is off the track. Who was that?
Oh, I was
83 of Fat Patches was way off the track.
Oh, he is
that's
not
a tough
going to be
break
happy
for
about
him.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy because he was running good.
Yeah,
but again, with stages and time, and he can do it here. Like I said, he's super fast, and he's one of the best at hitting his marks. RJ Smitty making that corner right there a little bit high gives the opportunity for somebody else to come up on him. Let me flip back here, and guys, that's the mistake that Jake wanted to see. He's got clean air and concentrating again, and he'll be pulling away.
Do you by any chance remember who's in the 48? Oh, there we go. Never mind, I've got him. Oh, 48 looking underneath the 12, 21 contact.
Yeah, that's Sphincter and Roofer, and we get the 3 car out there, way out there in turn 1, hit the wall. I don't know if that was a mistake.
And also the 12 were a little loose coming out of that first turn.
How do you like to set up your car road courses guitar? Myself, especially in Xfinity or truck, I'll put that thing on an 8 or a 9. Here, I like a good 7 setup. But how do you set up a car? Because I've heard some of the fast guys go out there with a 2, even 3.
I use a 3 for all road courses. A 3 just fits my driving style. It don't eat up my tires at all. Handles nicely throughout the whole entire run.
Yeah, everybody's a little bit different, you know. Then you go to a mile and a half, you might run a 7, and I'll be on the 4 or 5 or 3, you know.
Yep.
It just everybody's got different. I like how I got to get that car to rotate. I do not like a tight car on a road course. Some people like it, some people don't, though. As we see up here, Jake in that 43 starting to pull away. RJ Smitty's going to try to sit there and hunt him down. No-go racing. Going to have a little bit of surprise. Looks like he's back there in 4th place.
Bad Patches is making some recovery. He passed the 12. And he's now working up on the 47.
You can almost call Fat Patch the cold trickle right now. He got upset, had a little mistake. He's yelling at his crew chief, and he's not coming back.
47 head first. Didn't even look like he turned going into the first turn. Head first into the wall.
Ooh, I don't know if he locked it up, and you know, something that one of the points that we didn't get to bring up. The wheel hop in this game is real.
Wheel hopping. I was just about to talk about that. The wheel hopping.
Yeah, you know, each track we go to, I always like to try to keep it a couple points. The wheel hop in this game is real, as we see Noko methodically making that inside pass on 20 of the go with the flow right there, that long sweeper we were talking about. It's a great passer opportunity. Yeah, but the guitar, it's wheel hop is real. You got to be real super smooth. Some people drive it in hard. Some people like to back off a little bit. Everybody's a little bit different. Me, I coast just for a split second.
Yep, I coast and ease into the brakes.
Yep,
that's what I do.
I've got my brake sensitivity set way low, so if I accidentally touch that button, it doesn't lock the wheels up too. And but you can actually use the throttle too. You hit the brakes, you use that throttle, and it helps get the car turned. I found out. But that BW back here, that 18 car, I know he was excited to get his hot seat tonight. That Patch making that turn 1 ride. Sometimes if you watch some of the fast guys' guitar, especially like turn 1 with that runoff and coming out of that sweeper, that right-hand sweeper from the bus stop, there's a little runoff there. Some of those fast guys use that. That way they're not turning. They're not cutting down their speed, you know.
I've noticed that. Now it look like Roofers are trying to make a move underneath the 48. No, the 48 just drove away from him. 48 off the track now.
I was just going to say, the 48 sent it into the bus stop. Makes a mistake. He sent it in there.
Roofer's now looking to capitalize.
Yep, and Roofer, that 21 Mustang from DSR, he said, "Get back here, boy. I saw what you did. I'm coming to get ya."
Let's see, they're going side by side into I don't remember the numbers for these turns.
Yeah, I believe it's 7 turns, if I remember correctly. I think. I used to know everything. That's a little judgment error on my behalf, actually. I can't believe I'm drawing a little bit of a mind blank. We can count them down in your head there.
Yeah,
These guys are starting to spread out. Yep.
We're going to watch the 3-car 4-lap and count down these turns. Since he's just crossing the start-finish line. Oh, no, caution's out or the end of the stage.
I believe that might be the end of the stage again, guys. Again, with 25%. Not a lot of time to get work done here. Coming into stage 3, I believe there will be 1 green flag pit stop, if I remember 25% at Glen, right, guitar?
Yeah, 25% at Glen, 50% Daytona, another 25 at Darlington.
So I think they might have to make 1 green flag pit stop at the third stage here, right?
Or if they pit now, if this is the end of stage 2, if they pit now, they should be good to go probably, and throughout the third and final stage.
Let's see what kind of strategy they pull out. You know, who's going to stay out, who's not, if they're going to make any adjustments. But for me, I'd go in and get as much of that Sunoco fuel as I could. I will go in there and get myself 4 brand new Goodyear balonies, put it on there, get it set up. A lot of tracks I make adjustments at. This is one track I don't. I adjust my tire pressure just a little bit higher on the left side, a little lower on the right, and that's all I do at road courses, at least Watkins Glen.
Yeah, I don't really change much for road courses. I'll probably just drop the wedge a little.
Ooh, RJ Smitty.
I heard some contact back there in the back.
Yeah, RJ Smitty and Jake. Jake is in an unfamiliar position. Gets pushed back a little bit. He's up to third now.
Noko is looking on that outside of Jake. Ooh, contact a little bit between them.
Here we go.
Side by side, going into the bus stop. Contact again between Noko and Jake.
I promised everybody, I mean, at least I promised Noko after I got to talk with him, like I said, for about 45 minutes, I'm not going to give his strategy out, but he,
caution must
now
be
that's
out.
a caution. Yeah, that's a caution, but Noko's strategy is going to pull off and see if it works for him tonight. He's, always fast and he, enjoys road courses, and he's working his way methodically to the front. Now, depending upon if you have to pit, since you just did, it's not going to gain you a lot. You can't burn your tires up that much. I don't know if it's worth
y'all didn't even get through a half a lap. I doubt their tires are burnt up at all.
Yeah,
they probably lost like 1% off of their tires, and that's it.
It's not worth it to pit for fuel right now either. What are you going to gain? Half a lap or a lap, or if anything at all? So.
All right, Jake is in unfamiliar territory now. Jake is no longer in the front row.
Let's see how it works up here on the front row. We got Stinkter and we got RJ Spitty. We got Jake, and then the number one of that black notorious Noko car going into turn one. I like to go high-low here, but it's really difficult to do that on the first lap.
BW overdrove that turn a little bit. He went way wide. He's going to drop all the way to the back.
If I was Stinkter, I would look in the mirror that he's got the number one car. Here comes Jake right there, too. Oh, a little bit of contact. Into the grass goes Noko. Fills back, 3 wide, 4 wide. They're split back up. Going into the bus stop. Single file, guys. Stinkter's strategy right there. He overshot it. Oh, wow. That was a big...
Overshot the turn of the 20.
Yeah. That was an unforced error on his behalf right there. I'm sure he's not happy either.
47 has swung it out wide through the sweeper.
Yep, so RJ Spitty said, thank you, I'll take that, and I'm going to run with it. But he's got Jake in the mirror, too. Stinkter battles back to 3. Let's see how Noko can recover from that little bit of bump and run that they had coming out of the S's, guys.
Let's go on board with Jake and watch him as he try to work his way around RJ. See if he puts the bumper to him or not, see if he gets around him clean.
Oh, I wouldn't see any bumper usage, at least doing it deliberate, but he's got the nose on the inside right there. We talked about it. RJ Spitty takes that run off, and look at that. He gets a little bit more momentum. Pull the car right there by staying out there, not turning the wheels.
I know right here, if you're not careful up through this area, you get accelerated too much, it will send your car around.
Yep, I was just going to say, it'll be like a happy dog, man. The rear end of your car will be waggling.
He's right on his back bumper for a second. He gave him a little shot.
It's so hard to leave the front pack right here as these guys go through the bus stop. There's so much close racing all through, but we want to keep an eye up here on the leaders too for you. Oh, RJ just runs a little bit high like we said.
Oh, side by side for the lead. Got a side by side going on for the lead.
Let's see how they come into this turn right here, guys. This left-hander, that's a fast left-hander too. Barely braked, just downshift, let the car break itself
Jake
and
went
go.
a little wide off that turn. Unless he tried to find a little bit more speed.
Yeah, instead of making a mistake and falling behind, he decided to fall back in. He gets
Jake's
a great run.
Can he keep it?
It's a drag race. 2 Chevrolets up front. RJ, Smitty, Jake.
Oh, Smitty looks like he locks him up. Smitty's
a little bit. But he did go outside, but he's going to get a great run, and you can almost get a straighter shot too if you do that. You know.
Yeah,
so,
but Jake is not the guy you want to let have the lead. Give him the lead anyway.
Exactly. Yes.
Jake is not the guy you want to make easy for him to get around you. You want to make Jake work for it.
Following on board with the global poker number 1. Oh, Noko hits him, clips the inside wall right there going into the bus stop.
Looked like RJ Smitty swung the little sweeper a little wide, trying to give him a better run off to try to catch Jake. Look like Jake right now is just slowly inching away.
Guys, this is great racing here in Giggity Racing. Always fun to watch these boys, especially in custom cars on a road course. MP Roofer back here looking super smooth.
Everyone's spread out right now. There's really no battles going on.
That's the best thing for these guys who want to gain, actually, because, again, without pressure behind you, you can focus what's in front of you.
Yep, exactly true. Look like RJ is trying to reel in Jake.
Oh, that makes a little bit of a mistake right there. Looked like he wheeled out just a split second, gathers it back up, though. Great looking car tonight, especially for being on such a fly. He put together a car, put together a setup, a paint scheme, and he's enjoying his time up here.
Noko I think he's just sitting in third, waiting for those two to get back racing, and hopefully they just make contact and send each other off the track so he can make that ground up. That's probably what he's thinking right now.
Remember, guys, our fearless leader, Kate Taddy's got himself a new wheel. He said he's been working on dialing it in. He's looking a little bit more smooth than it was the other night. He says he really likes it and just helps shave time off of him.
I don't know what happened to RJ, but Jake has checked out. I don't know if RJ locked the brakes up again in 21 turns, but Jake has just checked out. Oh, RJ, speaking of RJ, just talking about him, he just went around. Hard contact with the wall.
A-Trout's around too. A-Trout and that 37 is around coming out of the last corner down the front stretch.
That's the same thing what happened to RJ Smitty too.
Heavy front end damage. I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but the night that I ran the trucks here, I was up in the top 5, had a good run going. I went through the bus stop, and all of a sudden my truck hit like an invisible wall, and it just threw me everywhere. I don't know if you're not careful, if the wheel hits that, or if it's something, or if it's a glitch. I don't know.
It might just be if you hit the rumble strips wrong.
Yeah, I was not happy after that. My first truck race at one of my favorite tracks, I was in the top 5. I was hoping for a top 10, and I was even impressed myself a little bit with the talent we got, and I made a mistake.
20 around. Whoa. I hope he was ghosted, because that would have been hard contact if he wasn't.
Like I said, this is they call it the go bowling at the Glen, guys. I think Scott's Lawn Care should be a sponsor of this, because as many tire tracks go through, they're going to need a lot of that fertilizer to get the grass to grow back after this race, guys.
Yeah, they are. NASCAR officials are not going to be too happy having to go back and fix these little ruts that they're digging.
A great track, though. I love it. This track it's very iconic, very historic. It was built back in the 60s, if I remember correctly, and they actually built it for Formula One racing. There's a portion of the track that the Cup guys do not drive. It looked
like K-Taddy just turned the 20. I do not think that was on purpose, because I think the 20 is his teammate. Coming out of the first turn. I do not think that was on purpose.
Flipping back here just a little bit, I see a little bit of damage to RJ Smitty's car. It doesn't look like it's super mega. I don't know if it affects the handling of it for him there, but some of these hits that you can take will mess your car up driving style. Not a huge aero track, but you can lose a lot of speed too going down the backstretch if your hood's way. Yeah,
Trout is looking, try to get around K-Taddy in the 11 car. Trout with a lot of front end damage though. It's probably just like a snowplow right now. He's getting no aerodynamics on the front of that car.
Flipping through the game scheme, guys, I think if I'm looking at it right, I think that NOCO is, what is that? Look at the second or third right now.
NOCO is in, I think, second.
Yeah.
I can find him. Yeah, NOCO is second.
Second, yeah, okay, there you go. Thank you, I appreciate that, because I saw that. Let's see if he can knock any time off of Jake's time up there. And,
I don't know, I think Jake's right now is in a class of his own. He got no pressure from anyone. He can just set his own pace right now and make everyone else drive harder to catch him.
Again, it bet 25% too. Not a lot of big time to gain. To make moves, you got to make it when you can.
Contact between the 24 and the 18. RJ Smitty is not having the race he wanted right now. He was running good up in the top 2 most of this race.
Yeah. Oh, NOCO gets a little loose. He holds on to it, saves it from smacking into the wall.
Looked like Fat Patches put the bumper to RJ, trying to get around him. But also Matt BW putting the bumper to Fat Patches. Oh, wreck coming in on the final turn. Patches and RJ Smitty get together.
That's a hot seat position. He wants to make a name for himself, but at the same time, with the points being so tight and everything, you don't want to race these points leaders so hard that you get into them or anything. You know, you want to give them their chance, but at the same time, you want to say, hey, you want to prove yourself too, you know.
Is that it? Is that the race? Or is that we get a caution?
I was just going to say, I don't know if that's the race or the caution because of what happened there, but I think... I haven't seen the cars come to a complete stop, so it looks like that might have been it, guys. If that was the case, Jake was in a league of his own tonight. Fell back,
he was.
Had a little problem there, guitar, but he said, I'm coming back.
Always I feel bad for RJ Smitty. He had a good car. He just got caught up in some late race incidents that would not play favor to him.
Unfortunately, sometimes everybody says it's short track racing.
Yep.
Well, it can
Jake
happen
is
at
the
road
winner.
courses too.
Can you try to get Jake in here? We do a quick interview. We only got 10 minutes until the next run starts.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know if I'm friends with Jake. Let's see if I can get him in here, and if not, we'll definitely get him in here after the end of our trio races tonight. But let's see if we can get Jake in here and NOCO.
No, we're just doing the winner.
They're just doing the winner? Okay.
Yep. Confirmation from K-Taddy earlier before we started. Just the
10-4.
winner. Then probably after the final race, we can do the last 3 of the final race.
No problem. Look at these lap times, guys. 107, 108, 108, 107, 107. Super fast times here out of these custom cars racing at Giggity Racing tonight at the Watkins Glen track, guys.
Alright, just hang tight, everyone. We're trying to get Jake in here for a quick interview before the next race.
There we go. I'll just do it the easy way. We'll just click on his name. Yeah. Real quick, there he is. I just sent him an invite to the party. If you got a rundown for everybody, Guitar.
I do. Give me 1 second. Jake first. NOCO Racing runner-up in second. 48 of Spronker is in third. Roofer fourth. Matt BW fifth. RJ Smitty sixth. Disaster seventh. Fat Patches eighth. K-Taddy ninth. Trout 10th.
Good to see some of those hot seat drivers get a top 10 tonight as we see Jake
D.
into
Smith
the booth.
11th. Flo 12th. And RKM rounds out 13th.
Jake, it's pudding. All I gotta say is, honey, hush. You were on a rail.
You were in a league of your own.
I mean, I just drove the damn thing, and it was a good car. I was very happy with the car. I couldn't say enough about it. It's just really fast and really good.
How long did it take you to come up with your custom setup? You know, because I mean, one click here, one tire pressure here, it makes a difference. And I know you guys put a lot of hard work in. Where everybody's familiar with Watkins Glen, but how long did it take you to come up with that rocket ship? We're going to call it a custom setup.
You're not going to believe this, but it's actually pretty close to one of my Heat 2 and Heat 3 setups. So that's the difference. Yeah, I know it's not many setups from any of the previous games are good on the new game, but it works. So sorry, someone's going to be laughing at that. I know that's for sure, but. The car was such a good.
Whatever works, though. Like I said,
well, yeah, whatever works. So you bring setups over, they work. They work. If they don't, they don't. You won't know until you test it.
There's still some tweaks in there. It's not exact, but it's really close. And the car was just really good in the carousel, in the last 2 turns, especially even through the S's. Smitty and NOCO, they would catch me through the bus stop and in turn 1, and maybe even out through the S's, but I had him in the carousel in the last 2 turns, and that's where I got my speed and was able to pull away. So it was a good race. I'm happy I got a win. I think that's my 2nd victory now, and hopefully we can get some more tonight, but it's going to be tough. Daytona's a headbanger here, so
Daytona's always a wild card too.
Yeah,
and the trio of tracks, you're not going from 1.5 miles to a mile or to a 2 mile, man. There was 3 different types of tracks tonight. So, and Daytona is that equalizer. Anybody can come back there for it. But if I was NOCO and RJ Smitty and everybody, I would protest your car. Let's see if it passes the post-race inspection because, man, I think you had some nitrous hidden somewhere.
It was awesome. I mean, it was so good. Like, the first stage when I realized where I was getting my speed or the distance I was creating, where I learned that, and I knew where I was getting it, I felt more confident. So I was just able to drive it just a little bit more smooth and just keep it on the track. And I got off track in turn 1 once, and I thought that was over, but we were able to bounce back and get the victory.
NOCO driving those black cars, he's almost like the Dale Earnhardt Senior of Heat. You know, when you look in your rearview mirror and you see that black car, how much? Yeah, exactly. I was just going to ask you. That's exactly what I was going to say. Because he is one of the better drivers. Let me rephrase that. He's one of the fast guys, just like everybody is, but he's consistent too. So yeah, if you see that black car, you got to be hanging on for tightening belts tight and go get it.
Yeah, we had a good battle at Chicago a few weeks ago. It was such a good fight, and hopefully tonight at Darlington, he'll be looking in his rearview mirror, and hopefully I'll be the one knocking on his door. But he's got a very fast car tonight, and we're going to be working really hard to keep up with him. I'm hopefully just going to have good tire wear and just hang on for top 5 at Darlington.
All right, good luck. I think Daytona is next. We're going to have to cut this short because I think they're getting ready to go qualifying at Daytona.
Yep.
I know we only have
good luck, man.
We'll let you go. Good luck at Daytona. See if you can go back tonight.
Yep. Congratulations to our winner, Jake. In that super fast Chevrolet at Watkins Glen. Now, like you said, we're going left and right. Now we're going drafting style.
Yep. We'll be back, everybody.